And we are now live, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning if you're over there in the Mediterranean. Carlo Vanelli was really waiting to see this, and I said, "Yes, I'm going to do everything I can to get the man on here." Frank Calabro is joining me on screen. Alfonso Jones, I think he was asking about Frank. I've been following Frank for 10, 12 years. I think you came online about 2010, 2012. I was on Facebook back in what, 2007, I think, when they first started. Never did much with it. But what we're going to talk about today is a little bit and let Frank tell you his story, how he got started. And then he'll go into sharing um, some of the funnels. We're not going to be an hour. We're probably going to be a lot less than that because Frank is busy. I want to thank you, Frank, for showing up and taking your time out of your busy schedule and day to spend some time with all of us. Okay, so I'm going to let you take it away, and I'm going to give you full screen. All right.
Yeah, my pleasure, Ernest. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for inviting me. Definitely a pleasure to be here. And yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about Cash Now Funnel, but I guess I'll tell my story a little bit for those that don't know my background and such. I basically come from the traditional, I guess, business world. I had a traditional business for over a decade, and I made the transition to the internet in 2010. And back then it was called internet marketing. And I didn't even know what that was. I had no clue what that was, man. But anyway, long story short, I met somebody, and my friend was actually living in China, teaching English for $800 a month. And he was doing this marketing stuff on the internet, and he was making a little bit of money. He wasn't making it happen in a big time way, but he was making it happen. He was, trying to be free from a job and that kind of stuff. And that really got me started. Before that, I got introduced to something called network marketing in January 2010, and I was hooked immediately. My attraction to the internet, my attraction to internet marketing, and then I think we call it affiliate marketing now, or I'm not even sure what we call it now. But anyway, my attraction to it was I was just trying to get out of what I was doing for a living. That was the draw for me. I was working 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday, every holiday, every day, period, for a decade. And I didn't know any better. That's all, the only thing I knew how to do to take care of my family. And I wanted to get out of that. I wanted to do anything I could to get out of that. I was living in it was a nightmare. It was golden handcuffs, right? I probably made decent money, maybe more money than most. But if you have no free time, what kind of a life do you really have? And I did what I could to take care of my family, like I said. And man, it was brutal. Like, I don't know anyone that has ever worked like that. I've never met anyone that's worked like that. Like I said, I didn't know any better. And the thing I really wanted to get out of more than anything was I had $30,000 a month in debt service at my small business. Every small business, I don't care where it is, I don't care what you do, you got between $10,000 and $100,000 a month in guaranteed bills that you got to pay every single month just to keep the doors open, just to stay in business, just to pay all your overhead and pay your employees and your taxes and all this other nonsense. So that's what I did. I did the same thing my father did. I did the same thing my grandfather did. The only thing was, it wasn't working so well for me. I wasn't getting ahead at all. So I discovered something called internet marketing, and I'm still working at my traditional business 16 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I basically didn't sleep for a couple of years. I was going to figure this thing out. I learned how to build websites in the early days. And then it evolved into learning how to build like landing pages and that kind of stuff, and learning how to generate leads. And it was very difficult. It was technically challenging. And I do mean challenging. It was so difficult to figure out how to do this kind of stuff. You turn back the clock 10, 12 years ago. Of course, now, man, it's easy. You can make money your very first day online, man. There's no doubt. I tell this story all the time about how it took me 14 months to make my first sale online, and it was for $25. I worked 14 months for a $25 bill. True story. I never gave up. I couldn't give up. I had to figure out this internet marketing thing. So anyway, fast forward in 2012, I went full time. I actually just shut down my business. I said, I'm done. And I got out just in the nick of time because my business was just going down, man. It's going downhill fast. And I got 10 years out of it, so I can't complain. You know, I had a good run, but it was time to learn something new and do something different. And I thought I was ready, but I really wasn't ready yet. Really wasn't ready, but I went full time anyway. So 2012, I went full time, May 1st to be exact. I went full time in this internet marketing, affiliate marketing, whatever you want to call it. And shortly after I went full time, I got a phone call from my ex-wife, and she was like, Frankie, we need your help with Sarah. My daughter, Sarah, was going to college. And long story short with that, the government wouldn't lend us any more money to keep her in school. So I told her, I said, look, I'm going to get you to graduation, even if I have to live in a cardboard box. And it almost came down to that. So here I am trying to pay for a college education. I'm on the internet marketing, and I'm making basically no money to speak of. And I got to the point where I literally ran out of money. I mean, I just ran out of money, completely ran out of money. So I ran out of money like in the end of 2013, completely ran out of money, right before Christmas, ran out of money. I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? Now, I developed some serious skills by then. I mean, I've been marketing for 4 years on the internet. I've got 10,000 hours of training that I trained myself. I learned some very valuable stuff in those 4 years, 2010, 11, 12, and 13. Super valuable skills, but I still wasn't making money off of these skills. So I sold everything that I owned, and I mean literally everything. I had a bed, a desk, a kitchen table, and a 5-year-old laptop computer left in my house. My house was completely empty. If you walked into my house, you were like, did you move in yet? Like, there's nothing in here. I didn't have anything. I looked out in the driveway. I had a vehicle that was paid for. It was a four-wheel drive F-150 King Ranch. I said, we're selling that too. Sold it like in a week. It was gone. Took the money, paid for my daughter's college tuition for the quarter. I had no idea how I was going to pay it next semester. I had no idea. No clue whatsoever. So basically, that was an act of love. I mean, the man upstairs, he was paying attention to that. He's like, all right, Frankie, you're finally ready. And sure enough, a miracle showed up. In January, I discovered something, a new technology that came out called the Sales Funnel Duplicator. Neil Guess and Michael Price, they did like a webinar on Wednesday nights. Every single week, I went to this webinar and I just paid attention. I took my notes. But this webinar was super special. Super special. Here I am, the poorest man in America. Here I am making $1,000 a month in total income. This was my job. This was my life. This was my livelihood, internet marketing, affiliate marketing. And I'm broke as a joke. And I watched this webinar and I was so excited. I nearly fell out of my chair. My heart was damn pounding. I was shaking. I was so excited. They taught me something that I was trying to teach my students in my marketing school. I was trying to figure out how do you duplicate, replicate, and dominate? How do you do that? How do you duplicate? How do you do that kind of stuff? The technology just didn't exist yet. What I wanted to do. I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how to do it in a big time way. So I was teaching people how to set up a WordPress blog, get optimized press, get an Aweber account, and put all this stuff together, right? And people are like, Frankie, are you crazy, man? You want me to do all this? I'm like, yeah, this is how we do it. It took about 3 weeks to teach someone how to set up a marketing system so they could have their own landing page and collect their own leads and market something, a product or service. It took like 3 weeks. No joke. Now you can do this in seconds. Literally, you can copy and paste and do this in seconds. So I went to this webinar, and I'm the brokest man in America. And I'm like, oh, my Lord, am I going to be rich? I'm going to be, oh, my God, rich. And sure enough, I built my first share funnel with the Sales Funnel Duplicator. I built my first share funnel, and I started experimenting with different products, different services, that kind of thing. And I was just teaching people how to set this share funnel up and then how to advertise it as far as how to get leads to it. That's all I was doing. I was so broke that I just took the money thing out of my brain. I'm like, I don't even want to make money. The only thing that Frank Calabro Jr. wanted to do, I just wanted to survive. That's it. I wanted nothing extra. I needed to make about $52,000 per year to keep my kid in school and to keep a roof over my head. That was it. That's all I needed. I just wanted to break even in life. I didn't want anything extra. Well, long story short, some amazing things started happening, like some miracles started happening. I discovered this technology, and I'll show you in a minute. I discovered this technology in January 2014, and by the end of the year, I made over like $96,000. I mean, it was life-changing beyond belief. And I show this in my share funnel. I show it all. I show everything, guys. The following year, let's backtrack a little bit. The previous year, I made $26,000. Yeah, $26,000. That was my total income. I needed to make 52. I made 26. So I made about half of what I needed. When you make half the money of what you actually need, a bad thing happens. You run out of money. I was down to the last $500 to my name when I sold all my material possessions. I broke out my calculator. I figured it all out. I'm like, okay, Frankie, you have enough cash now to last 100 days. You're going to run out of money again, and you have nothing left to sell. So I took a leap of faith, man. I mean, it was a leap of faith, and it paid off. It paid off in a big time way. So I made $96,000 that year I discovered this technology. The following year, I made like $578,000. Now think about this. You go from $26,000 a year, and this is all documented. You go from $26,000 a year to $96,000 a year to $578,000 per year in 2 years. What do you think that would do to your life? Fill in the blanks. I don't know what it would do for your life, but I know what it did for me and my family. I know what it did for me and my family. After I discovered this technology in January that year, December, I had my first $10,000 month. My first $10,000 month. The following month was January. It was a brand new year. It was 1 year after I watched this video. 1 year later, I had my first $30,000 month. 30 grand in a month. Fast forward 3 more months, I had my first $60,000 month online. 60 grand. I'm one of those true rags to riches success stories on the internet, and I'm not alone. There's hundreds and hundreds, thousands of my friends that have done the same thing. They were drop dead broke like me, and they figured it out. This internet marketing thing, they figured it out and had massive success. So I'm not the only success story. I'm one of many. But anyway, after that, the $60,000 month, for the next, I don't know, several years, I pretty much stayed in this window, 50, 60, 70,000 a month after month after month, year after year after year. Can you imagine making that kind of money? My bills were paid. My living expenses were paid on the first day of the month. I had 29 more days to go. The money was just coming in like a freaking avalanche. I couldn't even stop it, the money that was coming in. Now, there were some months I went over 100 grand a month. I've had $100,000 weeks. I've had $300,000 weeks. I can't even tell people anymore how much money I've made on the internet. I can't tell people. I can't tell people for legal reasons, and I just can't tell people, period, how much money I've made because nobody would even believe it. But the bottom line is I mastered some very simple fundamentals. Simple fundamentals. So let me backtrack a little bit. So about a year ago, I had this idea. I was going to come up with this funnel, and I was going to teach people those fundamentals that I'm talking about. And for some reason, I just set it aside. I don't even know why I set it aside. I set it aside, and I never went back to it. So I retired on New Year's Eve. I retired, sent out my last email. I said, hey, everybody, I'm done. Here's something real cool you might want to check out. You know, it was a project, something I'm very deeply involved in. I do a lot of cryptocurrency, blockchain stuff. And that was it. I sent out my last email, and I said, I'm done. I didn't log into any Facebook, Twitter, any of that garbage, nothing. I logged into nothing for over a month. I said, I'm done. I'm gone, man. I'm unplugging. So, months go by, and I'm living my new life, and I'm working out twice per day, and I'm traveling, and I'm having fun, and I'm spending time with my family, and I live in a mecca of outdoor adventures. There's endless things to do where I live, and that's why I moved here, and that's why I retired here, because this is where I wanted to spend the rest of my days. So, people kept on reaching out to me and asking me stuff about all kinds of questions about, how do you make money online, and about lead generation, all these kind of questions. And some of these people were new to me, But some of these people I had known for years. In fact, some of these people I had known for several years. And, you know, these people were like tugging at my heartstrings. And I'm like, oh, God, I got to do something. Frankie, you got to do something, man. And what I figured out was I should have left some breadcrumbs behind and basically a trail for other people to follow. So, yeah, I'm retired, but let's leave something behind so that somebody else can follow that and develop those same skills that I mastered. Okay. So that's what I came up with. I came up with this funnel, Cash Now funnel, simple little funnel. I spent about 4 weeks building this thing, and I figured out, let's just give this thing away, man. Let's show people what they really need to do in the affiliate marketing space. This is an affiliate marketing funnel, and it teaches you the fundamentals of affiliate marketing. What do you really need to do, right? Well, there's 4 videos. I broke everything down into 4 videos. It's 100% original content, 100% original landing pages, 100% original sales pages, 100% original PowerPoints that I created from my mind. It's 100% original. I just went to work for you and gave this thing away. Here you go. And you can start for $1. I mean, this is like the deal of the century. You can start for $1, and then you got a multiple seven-figure earner showing you how to do it, man. I'm like giving you my training for free, man. I should be charging 60 grand for this training, yet you get the funnel for free. It's cost you nothing, man. So let me show you the funnel real quick. We'll just talk about this real quick, and then I'll come back over here. We figure out how to do this. I think I can share my screen. Let's go to share screen. Okay. Share. All right, Ernest, real quick. Can you see my screen?
You got it. Yes.
Okay.
Let me add it to the stream. Here you go.
Okay. Let's just talk about this. We're going to keep it real simple. Okay. We're going to keep this super simple because it really is simple. There's nothing to this. Once you master these basic fundamental skills, you can go on and have success in anything that you do in the internet affiliate marketing space. I don't care what it is. Anything you want to sell, any product, any service, it doesn't matter. It's all done the same way. It's all the same stuff. It's super simple. The first thing you got to do is you got to collect an email address. Okay. You have to build a database, an email list, a contact list. I'm trying to think of all the names there are for this, but you have to build that. Okay. You think Facebook doesn't have a contact list? You think they're not keeping track of every single thing that you do, right? All you're doing is grabbing an email address. Okay. And the reason you want to grab this email address is so you can follow up with people. Okay. I made 90% of my money through email marketing. What does that mean? It means I sent out an email and I made money. 90% of my money comes from email marketing for real. Okay. So I don't get upset if somebody doesn't buy when they go through the funnel because I know my conversion rate. I know from past experience that I'm going to convert 25% of all my leads. My leads are going to buy something from me eventually. They may not buy this week. They may not buy this month, but eventually they're going to buy something from me. So here's what we do. We collect an email address. Cash Now funnel, make $100,000 per year online. Start today for only $1. Even you can't screw this up. Yeah, we made this dummy proof. We made this like Frank Calabro Jr. proof, right? This is what I could only dream of when I got started, is like some millionaire handing me a system like this, like just handing this to me and say, here, this is done for you. This will help you build your contact list. Because that's really where I struggled in the early days, was building my contact list. I struggled with it. And when I figured it out, I got super focused, and I basically didn't leave my house for about 3 years when I was building my contact list. And I became rich beyond my wildest dreams, guys. I took $54 and turned it into $1 million. I took $1,250, turned that into $1 million. I took $18 and turned that into $150,000 in cash. I have done this over and over and over and over again. I have forgotten how many times I've done this, where I take a little bit of money and I turn it into a fortune. Well, this is how I do it. Every single time I've done it the exact same way. So what we do is we advertise a landing page, and it is impossible to run out of traffic. It's impossible. I prove it to you. I'll show it. It's impossible. All right. So anyway, somebody puts their email in. What's the next thing they see? Okay. They're going to go to, this is a sales page. Okay. I call this a sales page. There's other names for this, but I call it a sales page. So anyway, I got a video here. Okay. It says right there, $1 turns into a six-figure business. Yes, make $100,000 per year without even having a product business or an offer. So in this video training, I break it down. How do I come up with these numbers? Watch this video. Watch this video, every minute of this video. You know what's crazy? People go through these systems, they get super excited. About 30% of the people watch the videos. About 70% of people don't watch the videos. That's just life. It's always going to be that way. There's nothing you're going to do to change that. Okay. But that's okay, because that's all you need. I promise. You could make a fortune off a handful of people. I mean, literally a fortune off a handful of people. So the people that watch this training, you can't stop them. If somebody wants to learn, you can't stop somebody from learning. If somebody doesn't want to learn, well, you can't prevent them from not learning either. Right. So somebody wants to learn, I'd watch this video. I could only dream somebody would give me a video like this when I got started. So you watch this video. If it makes sense to you, and it probably will, if you watch this video, you're going to get pretty excited. And then we got a call to action button. This is what we call call to action. We just click, yes, let me in. Okay. And then what I did is I took this little system. I made it super simple. 3 steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. That's it. That's the whole thing. I put another call to action up here in the menu. Enroll now for $1, because that's all. That's it. That's all. It only costs $1 to enroll. And then below the video, we got enroll now for $1. It's a call to action, right? Right. It took me years to figure out how to build all this stuff, but I know how to build this stuff now, guys. You know, I spent 10,000 hours failing, and then I spent 20,000 hours succeeding. So I've got about 30,000 hours of experience now. Okay. So I definitely know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. There's no doubt whatsoever. But I'm passing that knowledge on to you and every single person that goes through this. Okay. Because that's what I really wanted to do in my retirement was, well, how do I leave some breadcrumbs behind? How do I leave a trail for someone else to follow? Well, here it is. This is the Fast Start training. Okay. This video is 36 minutes. Okay. I'd watch every minute of this video. I mean, I break it down. I show you guys everything, man. There it is. 36 minutes. Okay. Then we get into step 2. And this is basically the system setup. This is what really we used to struggle with back in the old days. And then I got the share code down here. This is what used to take about 3 weeks to do something like this. You could literally do this in minutes, like in seconds. If you can copy and paste, you could have a clone of this system set up instantly. Now think about that for just a moment. You set this system up, you start advertising this system. Somebody else goes through this system that you invited. They set up the system. Okay. They start to advertise this platform. Okay. They have people going through their funnel. Those people set up the system. It's like this domino effect. We built massive teams. Guys, I built a team of 130,000 people, and I don't do this stuff no more. I don't build teams anymore. I built a team of 130,000 people in 7 months. I've personally sponsored over 35,000 people frontline, and I did that in 5 years. I know that's a world record. I know there's no one that's even come close to those numbers. Why? Is because Frankie's so great? No, it's because I'm using the greatest system. I'm using a machine, a tool to do it for me. I'm using software. This platform is software. I'm using this to do it for me. Pretty simple, guys, right? Pretty simple, right? All right. So anyway, I teach you how to set up the system. It's a 20-minute video. Okay. It took me 10,000 hours to figure this out. This video right here is going to save you a lot of time. You could watch this for 20 minutes, or you could do what I did and waste 10,000 hours of your life trying to figure out how to duplicate, replicate, and dominate. Well, there's no reason to waste 10,000 hours when you can just watch a 20-minute video, right? Pretty awesome, guys, right? Step 3, traffic, endless traffic. There it is. I gave a 50-minute class on traffic. It is impossible to run out of traffic. It's impossible. It's impossible. Now, back in the old days, it was a little bit difficult to get traffic. Some of the things that we were using back 10, 12 years ago, they worked some of the time. They worked part of the time. They worked for a period of time. Then they dried up or they stopped working. You know, the internet was the Wild West when you go back, 10, 12, even 15 years ago. It was just crazy. Some of the stuff that was going on the internet and with the search engines and with everything. Everything was radically different because the internet was developing. It was evolving and such. But now with technology, there's no reason why you'll ever run out of traffic. ever. And in the back of Power Lead System, I'm not going to show Power Lead System. There's a training back there, and you have access to it. And once again, all of it is based upon generating leads. Every bit of the training, it teaches you how to generate leads. I'm one of those guys that went through the training back there and watched every single video, literally every single video. I was too poor not to watch the videos. I was too broke not to watch the videos. Not only did I watch the videos, I took handwritten notes and applied everything that I learned. So that's the whole system, guys. Step 1, fast start training. Step 2, system setup. Step 3, endless traffic. That's it. The whole thing. And then you got, that first video. The first video was on the sales page. That's the intro video, sales page 1 right here. That's it. That's the whole thing. 4 videos, the whole thing. So if you want to learn about internet marketing, I'm going to suggest you get back to the person that shared this video with you. And I would put your email in, and I'd grab my notebook and I would go to town on this one, because this is going to blow your mind, guys. And it truly is this simple. When you go through this, you're going to have a clear understanding of what to do. That's another thing that I wanted to do. And this is a self-replicating funnel. I wanted this funnel to be self-replicating, but I also wanted a new person or even an experienced marketer to go through this funnel, and they would know exactly what to do when they got to step 3. There was going to be no question in their mind what they were supposed to do. So people that watch the 4 videos, the total 4 videos, and the whole system, the whole platform, they're going to know exactly what to do. There's going to be no doubt in their mind what they're supposed to do. Okay? All right, let's figure out how to get back. I don't have a clue how to do that one. Let's see if we can stop share.
There you go.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. We are back on full screen, side by side. I just wanted to let you know that we're at the 26-minute and 59-second mark, going in 27 minutes. So we've kept it way below an hour. And
that was quick.
Yeah, I figured you could do it and tell your story. Because you are the master of short emails and short videos. You do them like in under 20 minutes.
It's true.
Because people have that time span to watch a 5, maybe 10, 15, 20-minute video, but it's not like some of my training sessions where I get with people that need some one-on-one, and I might be with them an hour and 15 minutes. I try not to go over an hour 15, hour and 30 minutes, because back in the old days, man, we used to have some of these 3 and 4 hour marathons. And I said, no, I'm getting too old for that. We're not going to do it anymore. We'll record it, show it to them, go watch this, take notes, rewind, watch it again. So, I haven't had anybody leave any comments, but we do have some people watching. We've got 9. We had 10 people at once from the chat group. I sent out about 30 invitations to watch this live stream to some of my warm market. Okay.
Yeah.
And, I know they have lives just like you do, so I want to respect your time, and I appreciate you coming here. And
most people watch replays, Ernest, when they, these types of Zooms and such. We found out that, when I was doing like these kind of Zooms and such on a regular basis, that most of the views came the following evening or the following day, and it would jump up like crazy. So, that's just the replays. That's where most of your views come from.
Right. And one of the things that I found out about doing these replays, I can actually click on that replay and blow it up to do a replay. And then I can download the MP4 and then save it to my hard drive and put it back up on YouTube and share it into the groups. So it has some repurposing, which is one of the things that I like about StreamYard. You can actually do this on Facebook.
The technology is amazing, Ernest. It's like we can only dream about having tools like this where you can reach people. You can click a button. I mean, everyone's got one of these portable television stations. You can literally click a button and you can go live and you can teach a class. You can generate leads. You can give a call to action. You could be at the park.
Yeah.
You could be in the mountains. You could be anywhere. And, I didn't have this when I first started. I mean, we didn't have none of this stuff, man. I mean, so now there's like really no excuse why you can't get your message in front of a massive amount of people, because the technology, I mean, people that go through the funnel, you'll see the progression. You'll see how things have advanced to the point now where a brand new person could literally make money their first day online. And if you came to me, 10 years ago and asked me hey, can a brand new person make money online today? I'll be like, no, probably not. You know what I mean? I got to train you for 3 weeks.
Right. But you can do it today.
Hey, you literally can make money today on the internet.
Yeah. The technology has pushed us forward light years in being able to make money. I can remember back in the days when you were doing the ATM.
Yeah. That's just proof, progress, and results. People just want to see results.
Right. That was proof. And that's what got me to following you. Okay. And then paying attention to you. And then, of course, over on Planet Millionaire, watching you there and signing up for your newsletter, got into your funnels. I remember when you did Forever Well system, and that was like the precursor to the Cash Now funnel.
Yes, that was an attempt to what we have now, right?
Yeah, that was the foundation. I look at this as the kind of the foundation of what we have now. So I've got my link scrolling over there. Plus, I did put my link in the comments. So if you don't have a sponsor, if somebody hasn't signed you up, you can sign up with me. I will work with you. I do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday trainings. We have replaced the training today with this live video with Frank Calabro. And I just wanted to say again, I'm honored to have you here. We are all honored and we're inspired, because you are, like you said, the true rag to riches story of what can be done when you set your mind to it.
It's definitely humbling to hear that, Ernest. And, I don't, much gratitude, my friend, to even hear stuff like that. And, it was all made possible with God upstairs. So don't think I didn't have any help.
Amen.
Don't think I had I had a lot of help. I still have a lot of help.
Yeah. You had a lot of help from him, and you did your part and he did his part.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And that's what I tell everybody that I work with. I said, you've got to do your part. God is not some kind of genie up in the big universe and he's going to plop a big golden egg on you. You got to go out there and catch that goose.
You're going to have to work your guts out.
Yeah, you're going to have to work it. But the work is not hard. It's smart.
You're right.
And I try to teach them the skills, build a skill set. Once you do this, it's like bodybuilding in the Marine Corps and basic training. They taught us how to go over the the obstacle course. It builds the muscles. It builds the training. It hardwires it into our system. So when it comes time to implement, it's all part of our psyche. It's all part of our way of life. It's not something that we have to, learn. It's all part of us. It's kind of like breathing, So I
didn't talk too much about, the compensation plan and all that kind of stuff. But those that are watching, there's 5 revenue streams built into Cash Now Funnel. You can start for $1. So there's really no excuse.
They can see the compensation plan if they follow the videos. And this is one of the things that I want to stress to people. Watch the videos.
I would definitely watch the videos. Listen, I've been paid a weekly paycheck since 2013. It's 2022 last time I checked.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine getting a weekly paycheck since 2013 from the same revenue stream.
Yeah.
Nearly $1 million. Nearly $1 million
going on 10 years. Yes, sir.
So, I mean, you can start for $1. Come on, guys. It's a no-brainer, man. And I think I got some numbers. There's nearly 350 people using this funnel, and the funnel is 42 days old.
Right.
It's brand new. It's a baby. Like this is an infant. A funnel like this, we could get 2, 3, 4 years out of it. I mean, you could a year from now, it'll still be a baby. Like there's no such thing as saturation. Nobody has even seen this thing yet.
Right.
You got 180 countries we can go after. I mean, the sky is literally the limit.
Right. And I was watching your video today on building paid traffic sources using paid traffic, and of course the seven-figure marketing formula over on your YouTube channel. It's like most people, they stop, like you said, they stop at first one, two, three. They don't go to number four and five in these marketing cycles. Once you get leads in, do that occasional broadcast. Let them know that they've got some fresh bread on the table. Here's an update. Look at this. Look what Frank's done, or look what I've done. I've got 7 people. I took over an account from a friend of mine. He just couldn't get it because he doesn't spend time on the internet. He doesn't spend time on social media. He's more of a face-to-face type person. And I had put so much work into this domain for him. I said, let me just buy it from you. So I took ownership, everything. And he got out because, he just couldn't get it. I mean, some people can't. I tried to show him and teach him, and I said, build the skills. I said, the first thing you do is get leads. Once you get leads, that's like planting seeds. Remember the parable of the sower in Matthew chapter 13, where he went out and he sowed seeds all over the place. Some of it's going to take root. Okay.
Absolutely.
Some of it's going to take root. Frank, I appreciate you, brother. It's 36 minutes, and I promised I was going to respect your time and keep you here for less than an hour.
My pleasure, man.
And keep it somewhere between 30 to 45 minutes. I haven't seen anybody put any questions or comments in the thread. I just got a message from LeaveU. LeaveU is one of our lead providers, solo ad providers. He's done some work for Igor Kafitz. I mean, these solo ad providers that we have, that we provide to you guys, spend $50 a week, scale it up, spend $200 a week, if that's all you can afford, but build the list, because then you can start plugging in more spokes into your wheel of fortune. And
True.
we're not spending letters and waiting for Vanna to, turn them around for us. Our wheel of fortune is plugging new spokes in, but you learn the basics with Cash Now. Frank, appreciate you, brother. And
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and let you go back. If you stick with me just a few minutes, I'm going to put you back in the green room.
Okay.
And I'm going to close out, and then I'll stop the broadcast, and I'll.
Be sure to get back with the person that shared this video with you.
That's right. Anybody that shared the video, get back with them. Sign up under them. If you don't have a sponsor, I'll work with you. Okay. It's not about the money. It's about you becoming successful financially, and this is going to be your ticket. All right. Thank you again, Frank, and I'll talk to you in the green room.
All right. Thank you.
Guys, ladies and gentlemen, we've had people from Cyprus, the Mediterranean, Middle East, down south, down under, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, UK, have requested this, and they'll probably catch this on the replay. I do want to thank you all, and appreciate you stopping by and watching. It was an honor to have Frank here. We'll talk to you later. This is Ernest Odell and Frank Calabro signing off.